Good evening. Hello. I hope everyone is well today. Today is day 5 of my 10-day live challenge. So I want to expand on what I was talking about last night, where I was talking about acceptance versus apathy. And I was talking about how we get to be able to do the acceptance is through reflection versus ruminating. And I was listening to a talk by Dr. Joe Dispenza tonight, and his words kind of were quite interesting for me because he was talking about how we need to go internal to find answers. And it's really, really interesting because for so many years I've been talking about helping people to get out of their heads, which is internal, to be able to see the pain and the suffering in the external world, particularly in the environment, coming from my environmental science background. And one of the main drivers for me working with people in the first place was to be able to help people to have a better connection to the environment around them. And to be able to do that is to get out of our own problems, to be able to even have space to be able to help the external environment. So when Dr. Joe Dispenza was talking about going internal, I had to really stop and think, okay, well, if I'm telling people to get out of their internal world to be able to focus on the external world, where do they go? And it was a real moment of needing to clarify what am I talking about, and that is when I'm talking about getting out of our internal mind, I'm talking about getting out of rumination, ruminating in our heads, getting caught up in the problems, looking in the past. And this is what I talk about with my clients. When we're focused on the past, when our attention is on the past, that's where our energy is going. Energy flows where attention goes. So if your attention is on the past and on the problem, that's where your energy is going. So when we talk about focusing on the future and what we do want, and getting really, really, really clear on what we do want, and we're going internal to be able to go get those answers, that's when we go to our heart, to our feelings. So it's getting out of the head and the perception and the thinking that might be getting you trapped and caught up in the problem and the pains from the past. And it's going to the elevated feelings, the joy, the love, the gratitude, the knowing that you can have abundance, and turning those to the future. So you think about what you want, you have this vision for what you want, but then you also think, well, what feelings do I want to have in the future? How do I want to be in the future? And that's where your energy goes, and that's what your body remembers, and that's what your body is aiming for, rather than remembering the past, ruminating on the past, living in the past pains and past hurts. You can turn that energy and that focus and that attention to the future. And that's what I'm helping my clients do. Like when they're stuck in the past and that's the pattern they know, that's the experiences that they've had, it can be really, really hard to get out of that. You can feel really, really stuck. And that's the clients that I see. They're stuck in that, and they know that there's a future that they want. And if on some level they have had some success and they buy the materialistic stuff and they feel like they can buy their happy feelings, then it's never going to really satisfy that true deep down feeling in the heart of joy and love and gratitude. So that's where I'll guide my clients to, first of all, get really, really clear on, well, what do you actually want in the future? What does that look like, feel like, taste like, smell like? All of those, and get really, really, really associated with who are you, what are you in the future. Get that vision really, really clear, and then that's where their energy and their focus can go. And sometimes that starts with, what you don't want, but yeah, this is what I love doing, and we can spend a bit of time on it, or it can happen really, really quickly. But without that clarity, they're not going to get that attention and that energy flowing into that future vision of what they really, truly, deeply want and believe that they can achieve. So it's really, really powerful stuff. So when I've spoken in the past about, getting out of our internal world, our internal crap, basically, to be able to focus on the external world, that still ties in, that still rings true, because as I was saying, that internal stuck world can be the stuck pain from the past, the stuck hurts, and I've got some powerful processes that help clear those stuck negative energy and get you focused on some really beautiful positive affirmations of what is possible in the future for you. So getting out of that internal stuck world of rumination into the possibilities of the future is an internal job, but in a different way with a different focus. And it's on those beautiful positive feelings of the future that come from the heart, the head, and the gut as well, because without that gut involvement, you're not going to get that mobilization. You're not going to really truly identify with who you can be in the future and still meet that base desire to preserve yourself, which is the subconscious mind job. Is it's always there to preserve you. So let's work with that. Let's honor that. Let's work with the subconscious mind. Really, 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 really powerful stuff. So I hope that helps explain a little bit more about what I was talking about last night when I was talking about the acceptance versus apathy and reflection versus rumination. And please let me know if you've got any questions about any of these talks that I've been doing over the last few days. I'd love to hear, and just pop in the comments if this makes sense to you or if you need me to clarify anything further. But yeah, it really does, and it still rings true what I was saying right at the beginning, that it was my environmental science roots and seeing how we need to be caring more for the environment. So when you are in that state of true abundance and feeling those elevated feelings, you're not seeking more things. You're not being more materialistic and buying lots more stuff to satisfy you. There's that deeper inner knowing that everything is well and everything is as it should be internally, so that you can focus externally and bring more energy and focus to the world around you and caring for the environment and that the beautiful nature that is at risk still. Climate change is still a thing. So it all progresses on it. It all fits in with what I've been talking about. It's just the language that sometimes people use can be slightly different and a little bit confusing. So I just wanted to clarify that tonight. And I hope I have for you. So have an amazing night, and I will see you tomorrow. Again, it's probably going to be late again. So I will see you then. And I'm really, really excited on Instagram. Tomorrow I'm going to share my first reel, so keep your eyes out for that one. I'll see if I can somehow bring the same content to Facebook. Um, I did a lot of work over my break to spruce up and zhuzh up my entrance, and the plants are looking amazing and really lush and green. So I really want to share that with you. So that'll be on Instagram tomorrow. My first reel will be showing that, and as I said, I'll show you some of the content in Facebook here as well. In the meantime, have an amazing night and a beautiful day tomorrow, and I will see you then. Good night. Mwah. Mwah.